So for this first question, A is 3, B is 2, and C is -7. So throwing that into the quadratic formula, we're going to get x equals -2 plus or minus the square root of 4 minus 4 times 3 times -7 all over 6. And here's where a lot of people missed. We have two negatives here, and so this sum is going to come out positive. So this is going to be 4 plus 84 underneath the radical. And so that's going to be -2 plus or minus the square root of 88 all over 6. And then the square root of 88 can be broken down, and so we can take a 2 out, these 22 inside, and then we can cancel each of these three numbers. So our final answer is going to be -1 plus or minus the square root of 22 all over 3. The next question, A is 1, B is -1, C is +2. So we have 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 minus 4 times 1 times 2 all over 2. The discriminant is going to be -7, and that gives us 1 plus or minus I square root of 7 all over 2. Question number 3. A is 6, B is -7, C is -20. So 7 plus or minus the square root of 49 minus 4 times 6 times -20. So once again, we have this situation where we have two negatives, so that's going to create a positive. We're going to have a 12 on the bottom. So when we combine all this stuff under the radical, our discriminant is 529 all over 12, which is a perfect square. So (7) plus or minus 23, which is the square root of 529, all over 12. And then we're going to need to break that up into two different answers, 7 plus 23 over 12, 7 minus 23 over 12. And those two answers are going to be 30 over 12, which is just going to be 5 over 2, or -16 over 12, which is -4 over 3. Those are our two answers. Number 4, you just need to find the discriminant. So b squared minus 4ac equals 49 minus 4 times 3 times 4. That's 49 minus 48, which is 1. The discriminant is 1. And that's going to lead us to the last question. Using that discriminant, what kind of answers did we have and why? So we're going to get two rational, real answers. And the reasoning behind that is the discriminant is positive and it's a perfect square. When I take the square root of 1, I'm going to get a situation like I did here, where I was actually able to take the square root of the number and get two rational answers.